What's up, guys? I'm here with what might be the highlight of my adult life, fucking Hanson.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I mean, I grew up listening to heavy metal and punk music, and yet Hanson still has so much of an impact on my musical taste and where I'm at now in music. Do you guys still feel that a lot, or I mean,
well, we are thanks.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
that's amazing.
We're just got into this to make music and to make this our career. So the fact that we're here as many years later as we are, from our first record is to us just, not that it's not a lot of work, but we're kind of living the dream. I mean, that's what you get in. We got into this to make music years later, and that's what we're doing.
Well, I think what you're saying partly relates to the fact that we started so young, and we've always looked at that as like the huge advantage that we have over so many bands is we got to meet our fans when they were 10, and as they were deciding who they wanted to be in their life, they were bringing us along with them.
Yeah, definitely.
At the same time they were going through puberty, they were deciding to be a hardcore Hanson fan, and that's not something that many bands get.
So do you guys get a lot of like mothers who grew up with Hanson are now bringing daughters?
Well, I mean,
it's insane to see the fans that are like, yeah, I've loved you guys since I was born. Like, how old are you? Well, I'm 13 now. You're like, oh my gosh, wow. There is that.
I turned 28 the other day, and I just have to say, that just feels old. I'm not to make anybody older than that feel worse, but 28.
Hey man, don't rub it in.
He's
I'm 30. So
but it's a crazy thing where we spent so much of our career kind of being the youngest guys in the room, but we always just said, hey, we just got really lucky on our first record. It was amazing to succeed early, and then to be able to kind of keep working that, and then the path that we've chosen with the indie label and just doing that has allowed us to just be able to wake up every day and say, we're really proud of this record, we're proud of what we're putting out, and we're doing it for the right reasons.
Well, I have to add one other thing to that, though. Sorry. Which is just, you wake up every day and you go, what do our fans want, and how can we do something good for them? Because ultimately, that's the thing that you really got to nurture and got to never take for granted.
So do you guys still play the old songs every night?
Yeah.
Well, we don't play all of them every night, but we definitely still play, Bob, Where's the Love, Penny and Me, This Time Around. I mean,
I Will Come to You.
Those songs are not exactly who we are today, but they're part of how we got to where we are. They're part of our journey, and so it's like I always use the reference for me, just growing up being a Counting Crows fan. Like if I go see the Counting Crows, I still want to hear Mr. Jones.
Right.
It's not that I don't.
Yeah, exactly. You still want to hear those moments because you had an emotional connection with those things.
I also want to hear Omaha too, because that and other songs on that, like for example, to give the Counting Crows example, that's actually an interesting one because for me that was the first record actually that I listened to from top to bottom, August and everything after, and was like, wow, records can be awesome from the first track to the last track. Right. That was a real experience for me, and I hope that people have that experience these days. I feel like because people are buying one song at a time, and maybe there's a little bit less of that, but you're always trying to do that.
The thing about a song like, for instance, nowadays is when a Hanson fan comes in and sees that song, they've been a fan for 13 or 14 years. It's not
totally
the same
different
song. It's sort of the nostalgia and the life that's associated with it now is so much more than just I like that catchy song, because you've grown up together. You really have, the way that I share, my life with the music I listen to. I think that's the way our fans do. And so those songs now, it's like, oh man, the road trip I took with my best friend that summer, or we listened to this song, the night I lost my virginity. You know what I mean? Whatever it is.
As adults now, I know all three of you have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have
kids.
Grown up kids now. Does the way you create music, has it changed, or is it still the same old way?
Well, I mean, I think if you're not taking in stuff that's around you, then you're probably not doing a good job as an artist. I mean, when we were kids, we were writing songs that seemed where you were trying to not write, hey, I woke up today and I did this for the first time. You're trying to not write you know, complete autobiography, unless you want to be a folk artist, which we never really particularly folk artists. So you're not literally taking it by the book. Like, I've got kids, I'm writing these songs, but it's definitely, it influences your thoughts. I mean, it influences inspires you to do things in a different way.
Well, like on this latest record, on some of the love songs, a few of them are a little bit less like, I just met the girl and I hope she's really into me kind of thing. It's a little bit more like, we're together and we're making it work, even though sometimes it's crap. You know what I mean?
We didn't realize that until we finished the record, though.
Yeah, exactly. We looked
like,
back
this
and went,
kind of sounds like a married record. I guess we're all married. Yeah.
you know, well, the next record will
sounds-
compensate for it and we'll be like,
Everybody's
hello.
like, you guys having affairs? What's going on? Like, they're chasing these women? Like, well, you know, we just wanted to keep you guessing.
Do you still get that kind of paparazzi, like Teen Beat sort of coverage?
Well, we, I would say it's significantly down.
Yeah.
Which we're happy about.
But the thing about that's weird we never played to that at all. I mean, in fact, we almost fought it. But I think what you realize after a while is, with all of the crap, ultimately, I think if you survive long enough, you get to be judged by what you do versus what people say you do. If you can survive long enough, because that's the key. Survival is the, just, being a band and getting through it. I mean, a lot of bands
You got to get your MacGyver on, you know?
just got to figure out a way to put duct tape and bubble gum.
Did you guys
and
think that you were gonna make it this long? Like,
What we always thought was, unfortunately, we will be doing this whether we're playing, on the side of the street or in an arena,
So
And
you're
I say
gonna be doing it no matter
unfortunately
what.
because, we just have no other skills other than to play music. We're qualified for nothing. Have you seen our Twitter feed? I mean, I can't spell.
I mean, that's what happens when you start so young. I mean, you
You're
don't
like,
really
this
have
is
any
what
other
we
choice.
do, so we
Well,
better succeed at
It's
it.
true. I was looking just a reference. I mean, we started the band, played our first paying gig when I was 6 years old. And so, I have, 2 friends that aren't related to me that knew us before we were the band. And so it's part of who we are. I think we've
half
always...
the people that are your,
Close
other
friends.
brothers
I
and
have-
sisters,
I have
we have
brothers
two
and
siblings.
sisters who weren't born before we were the band.
Exactly, yeah.
You know.
So there's more.
Yes.
There are a couple more.
But they're
So
not
is there-
joining the band, and
there's not gonna be
they're
Hanson
not.
Part 2?
There's not.
No,
Hopefully
no.
they would be at least creative enough to spell it backwards.
Yeah.
Nasne, the new band from Oklahoma. No,
It would
they're
it would not be good to try and follow as another band, just because who wants to be the other members of the family Hanson that are in the band? You need to do now. There's definitely talent. I mean, other siblings they definitely have there's artists, actors, writers. I mean, they're super creative, but I don't think anybody's like, I'm going to start a band in the same way.
Cool. Well, like I said, huge fan, and I still feel like a schoolgirl right now, sitting here.
It's weird.
You got a lot of
That's
facial
weird.
hair for schoolgirl,
Yeah.
though.
I feel similarly. It's actually kind of strange for me right now.
Well, I appreciate that. And
Well, you got to
thank
come
so
check
much
out the
for
real
coming.
show
When
while we're here.
When are you guys playing?
Saturday.
Saturday.
At like 12:30.
At night?
Yes.
At night.
Well, in the morning.
Yeah.
However that works.
So, needless to
That,
say,
that would be my last South by Southwest show. Would be
yeah.
what better way to end South by Southwest?
They're
Yeah.
with Hanson.
Where
And I
is-
think
where is that?
that late in the night, most of the audience will probably be some form of drunk, so we can kind of get away with murder.
Do you guys get a lot of hecklers?
No.
No, they
No.
will get they get beaten down
By-
by the fans. I mean,
Yeah.
we can we've continued to give props to our fans, and I think we give it back and forth because we try and support their dedication and willingness to come to a lot of shows and do cool stuff. But we have a lot of respect for them, and they respect the music enough that if somebody shows up with an attitude, it's like I would not want to be that guy / girl / whoever it is. So
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming through. I'm
Hey.
really
Glad
happy.
to be here.
yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks, man.
Enjoy the rest of your hang.
Thanks, guys.